The Mesa Chamber of Commerce Inside Business Podcast brings you a unique view of Mesa through its vibrant business community and the subjects that are important. The podcast is produced in the Mesa Chamber of Commerce Media Studio. Our podcast is hosted by Mesa Chamber of Commerce CEO Sally Harrison. Please enjoy this episode of the Mesa Chamber Inside Business Podcast.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us today on the Inside Business Podcast. I am your host, Bob Nelson. I'm the Director of Communications for the Mesa Chamber of Commerce. I'm not Sally Harrison, and I'm sorry that I'm not, but I'm not. I'm here. I'm with you. And I have an excellent interviewee today because, we're kind of excited.
Just a little.
Just a little. I'm going to preface this podcast by saying this is kind of an organic working podcast. So you're going to hear paper ruffle, and you're going to hear us flipping through stuff because we've got a lot to talk about, and we're super excited about it. So joining me is my guest for this podcast, Kelley Keffer, Project Manager for the City of Mesa Economic Development. Kelley, welcome.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you for having me.
It
is exciting.
It's going to be fun. So, let's just start with you. Tell us about this thing we're going to talk about today.
So I am here today so that you and I can have this conversation about an event that we've been working on together for AZ Tech Week. So this is the inaugural Tech Week for the state of Arizona, put out by the Arizona Commerce Authority, with their goal of having 1,000 events statewide in a week, April 6th through the 12th. But because we're Mesa, we have decided to focus on a Tech Week here in Mesa.
So we're going to do about 800 of those 1,000 events here in Mesa.
Roughly.
Yeah. Give or take
yes.
a little. Yeah. Talk a little bit because, you and I are eyeball deep in this, right? We've done a lot of things over the years. We've done a lot of work over the years. And when we kind of looked at, hey, this is Arizona Tech Week, we want to take advantage of it. Talk about some of the stuff that we've already been doing that kind of made it a no-brainer that we should be doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. So many people may not be aware, but we have a business incubator here in the city of Mesa that is tech-focused. So over the last approximately 13 years, we've had more than 80 businesses at Launch Point, our business accelerator, that have been tech-focused companies. Collectively, they've raised more than $450 million and created about 600 jobs globally. You'll notice they said tech-focused a few times, and then also being an active member of the Mesa Chamber Technology Committee, and having been a part of that committee for, 4 years now? And the fact that we've really been trying to raise the profile of Mesa as a space and a place for tech-focused companies. And that's everything from big companies down to our startups and entrepreneurs.
And there's even, it really kind of permeates a lot of what we do. So, the city years ago had fantastic foresight. We responded to COVID. We created a great small business development program that lives to this day and
Correct.
continues to impact the lives of the people that are trying to start small businesses here in Mesa. And I think, it's that kind of a mindset that, when we were like, hey, the Arizona Commerce Authority really wants to focus on tech, it was like, well, we don't really need to develop anything. Like, we've got everything, right?
Yeah, coming up, Mesa Business Builder. So we're in the 5th year of that program. It started out during 2020 COVID, Mesa Cares, and grew into Mesa Business Builder. 9 programs and services under that umbrella. With that, we have our Small Business Assistance Program, our Mesa Business Builder Educates You, and a number of other programs and services. I won't go into them all because it will take too much of our time today. But again, really focusing on how is it that we help our small businesses grow and succeed here in Mesa. And a lot of that is also keeping them up to speed with technology and how they can apply technology in their business.
Which is really kind of where we're driving into a lot with the focus for these 2 days. So we're doing 2 days.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
And when we talked about how we wanted to present these 2 days, we kind of talked about, hey, we want people to see Mesa in its technology glory, right?
Yes.
So that kind of encompasses day one, right?
Yes, absolutely. So we had a couple of different goals. First day being really kind of creating a splash event and bringing in a bunch of high-level keynote speakers to talk broadly about technology and how it is changing our economy and changing the way that we're doing business, and be kind of future forward and thinking, having our businesses hear from these experts in their fields for what they should be considering or how they should be thinking moving forward. And then the second day being very workshop intense.
Nitty gritty, get down in the
nitty
weeds.
gritty. Yeah. Now we're going to teach you things.
Right. And let's, before we start to really get into the weeds of kind of what people can engage with throughout these 2 days, I mean, let's talk about some of the great partners that have really stepped up and been like, we want to be a part of this. We want to make this happen.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're super excited to have partners from Boeing. We have partners from Netgear coming in from California to present. Some of our local tech companies, including Atomic Zero, Six Sigma Funnels. We have Automation Agency coming, Alpha Tech. Just a huge list. Meta, oh yeah, I can't forget Meta. Yeah. They're going to do 2 workshops for us. So we're really, really, again, Bob said we're excited. No, we are really, really excited because we have some major players that are going to be represented here in Mesa over these 2 days.
It's great. The great thing about it is that we had this idea and we started talking to people about it, and people got excited about it. Like, they wanted to be in on this.
How can I take part?
How can we be a part of this, right? And I think that's a sentiment that expresses Mesa to a certain extent, right? We all want to help each other and really kind of be a part of the bigger picture of what's happening. And I think the takeaway from these 2 days is that we're going to go out there and we're going to help all these small businesses, and we're going to help these people that are interested in tech really kind of figure out how to use the resources that are in Mesa that are unique to Mesa to really kind of leverage that.
Absolutely. And you know, one of the things that we really hear from our business community, the large players especially, is how we managed to feel like a small, personalized community, even though we are the 37th largest city in the nation. And they're always just blown away by the fact that, you know, people can get real attention here and they get real assistance, whether that be through the Office of Economic Development, whether that be through the Chamber or our other partners here in this ecosystem.
It's great. It's really a unique environment. I don't think that you can find this type of environment anywhere right now. And I think as a small business owner, as a technology person, as someone that wants to make real change, you know, you find all those barriers and you find all those things that get in the way. And I think we work really hard to get those barriers and things out of the way so that entrepreneur has the ability to just focus on what they want to do.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do this. Let's dive in.
Okay, let's dive in.
So Monday is Visionary Day. So what's in it for me? Like, I'm tech person or I'm small business. Like, why am I showing up on Monday?
So Monday is our keynote day. And what we're focused on here, again, is having more of these bigger visionary conversations, future forward thinking, not necessarily workshop, but let's hear from the experts in the field. So we're going to kick off the morning with welcome from the mayor. Registration starting at 8 a.m. Please plan to be there all day. We have great events going all day long.
And again, free.
Free. Everything is free.
Everything is free.
Everything is free.
Just let us know you're coming. That's all we ask.
That's all we ask is that you register. And if you want to register right now because you're so excited like we are, go to aztechweekmesa.com. You'll see a list of all of the events, all of the workshops, and feel free to register away. With that, we're going to be register away. We're going to kick off Monday morning with Mayor Mark Freeman. He's going to be coming to do a welcome. And then immediately after that, we have Netgear, again, a hardware company coming in from California.
I'm super excited about Netgear.
I know, and they're so excited to be here.
So we met with Netgear when the conversation first came up, and they literally were like, we're coming to talk to you about it. So they came in from California and they were like, we want to do this. We're excited about this. We're going to bring some big people in for this. Like, I'm excited that they're excited.
Absolutely. And they're going to be talking about their cutting edge equipment, their solutions, and how to help you simplify your network management, boosting performance, and even including using AI to get that done.
I mean, think about that.
Yeah.
Like how important that piece of your puzzle is, right? Because, you know, as much as you can do other things, Like when you get to the point where you've got to kind of build a network, that's your like link, like that's your thing, right?
Well, how many businesses nowadays survive without being connected on the internet
None.
in some way?
Yeah, none.
Right.
And most of our retail businesses have some sort of offering of Wi-Fi that they do for customers, or their own transactional Wi-Fi or whatever, right? Like that's a big piece of infrastructure for any business.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about the best types of hardware for your particular situation. And also you mentioned the security, how important that security is and how to keep your information
We're going to talk
secure.
a lot about security over the
these
next
new
2
2
days.
days,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think because that has people, that's a big concern for people, I think. Through the tech committee, through our work with the business builder and everything, I think, security and data security is a big thing that we're going to talk about. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, what else we got?
Okay, coming up after that, we have the Efficiency Frontier with Joe Vatican. So he is a local business, Atomic Zero. He is a cybersecurity expert. But what he's going to be focusing, more security. He's also very well versed in AI, and he's going to be talking about how 49% of all jobs now have some component of AI agents that are doing their work or can do their work. And 30 to 40% of those core tasks can be performed by AI agents. And if you're not using these types of things in your business, you're effectively working at an inefficiency tax of about 30% in your business.
It's going to be interesting to have him talk about that because I think one of the challenges as a small business is understanding where you can apply that. Like, what action can I have an agent do for me physically?
And can I trust it to do?
And can I trust it to do this thing for me on a regular basis, right? And I think that's going to be a huge eye-opener for people to realize that, oh, I don't have to do X anymore, or I don't have to do Y anymore. I can assign that to this agent, know that it's getting done, and I can focus on these other 10 tasks that are on my list for the day, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to be taking a lunch break, and we're really going to invite people to experience and enjoy all of the wonderful things that downtown Mesa has to offer by way of food and drink, eateries and drinkeries.
Let's talk about that for a second, because we've really, downtown's come a long way. A long way. And
when I first came in 2012, it was torn up because the light rail was going in.
Oh, see, when I first got here in 1990, it was in between. It was very quiet. And kudos to all of the people that have come together to kind of really refurbish that and bring it to a new place, bring in additional housing, bring in new culinary options, new entertainment options. I mean, it's really kind of a place to go now. Like, it's a destination now.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna let everybody go explore that a little bit. We're gonna play with that a little bit.
We're gonna play with that a little bit. We're gonna have a little game involved, and I think that we also have failed to mention that there will be some giveaways and some prizes.
Oh yeah,
during this.
It's a chamber event, so
it's
a chamber event. So there's always giveaways. Yeah, there's always a giveaway and a prize.
We're going to be coming back then in the afternoon, and we're delighted to have a surprise guest who's going to be joining us to speak. We have Representative Greg Stanton, who will be coming to talk about technology as well. And immediately following Representative Stanton, we'll have Boeing. Christine Cameron.
So excited about this.
I know.
It's funny because, and the topic. So for those of you that don't know, Boeing here in Mesa, Arizona is one of the largest employers. They contribute billions of dollars to the local economy. And their primary function here is they build the Apache attack helicopter. So for most people, that's, if you think of Boeing, that's what they think of. But one of the great things that they do also here that doesn't get as much sort of airtime is their work in autonomy. And so it was great when we asked them if they would be willing to come and talk about autonomy, not necessarily in terms of a specific project.
Yeah, not giving away any secrets.
Right,
Yes.
but to talk about autonomy and how autonomy can help people and help culture and help society. And they were like, oh yeah, we can do that all day long. So it's just exciting to have these people with the resources to affect change in such a big way come in and talk about that. Like, that's really, like, gold.
Yeah, and
right?
it'll be Christine Cameron who will be joining us, and she's kind of one of their resident experts on autonomous
She's fantastic.
vehicles. She's
a lot of fun. She's good.
She is. Following Boeing, we have Jim Lupkin. He is the founder of Six Sigma Funnels, which is an amazing marketing platform. But Jim is a serial entrepreneur. He has built and successfully exited at least 3 other companies. But he's going to be talking about the relationship economy and why businesses really need to be focused not on being transactional, but on creating relationships with your customers and how important that will be moving forward. The long-term value of a customer is invaluable to a business.
So this would be a massive what's in it for me, right?
Yes.
For anybody that wants to understand relationship-based business, right?
Absolutely.
This is I mean, if there's there's a lot of high-level sort of visionary stuff here, but this is really rubber meets road. You really want to listen to this. You really want to see what's going on here because this can help you drive your business further.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is going to really help people understand how and the why of creating these relationships. Obviously, Six Sigma, born out of manufacturing,
right.
But this is actually taking that process and that principle and applying it in a marketing way. So this is a new application for how to do this, but in a way that really impacts and creates your ability to turn a prospect into a paying customer.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
So we cover that,
Yep.
which is great. And then what's next?
Then we have our founders panel. So we have 4 fantastic Mesa entrepreneur founders of companies who are going to be coming in. We'll do a panel discussion with them. So we have Dr. Oliver Gradahus with BM Seed. He is a
Oliver's so much fun.
I know, Oliver is fantastic. I love Oliver. And he's going to be talking as a med device company. So we'll be talking about that. Arcadia Therapeutics, that's founded by Al Katawazi. It is a supplement or a pharmaceutical business. They're really focused on a supplement that improves the lives of people with autism. So their supplement essentially replaces missing micronutrients, and some of the statistics that they will share are eye-popping.
So this is a good... The great thing about this, like...
These are all Mesa companies.
Right, and they're such a diverse... across multiple industries, like all day. You're not hearing from one industry. You're not hearing from one person. No. You're not hearing one viewpoint. You're hearing how technology is impacting healthcare, how it's impacting autonomy, how it's impacting like relationships.
Technology on a broad scale.
Yeah, this is so fantastic.
Yes. Also joining the panel again will be Jim Lupkin. We're fortunate to have him on the panel, and then Joe Vatican, the founder of Atomic Zero. So that's cybersecurity and AI solutions as well. So I'm very excited. Again, Totally free. These are Mesa companies, and they're getting it done, and they're successful.
Super
so come
thank
and
you
hear
to
how they're
the
doing
Mesa
it.
Chamber of Commerce and the Mesa Department of
Shameless
Economic Development
for
their tireless work. Kelley and Bob have done incredible work to put this together, and it's just been crazy. Okay, but that's not it.
That's not it.
That is not.
That's the end of the presentations, but that's not. This is the beginning of the fun now. This is really what's coming next is our networking reception. This is going to be great. So we're doing, by the way, we did not mention that all of this is going to be taking place at the Post in downtown Mesa.
Beautiful venue.
26 North
venue.
McDonald. Yeah. Beautiful venue. But at the Post, we have a neon garden.
We do.
Yeah, we do. And this is a very unique feature here in downtown Mesa where they have brought together some of the lost neon signs from our businesses here. And they've created a neon garden. And we're going to be doing a reception, a networking reception in the neon garden. Food and drink will be available for free.
I think we're going to have music too. I'm trying to get music.
We're going to have music too. That'll be fantastic.
Yeah,
I believe our bar is being sponsored by Crescent Crown.
Yes. Thank you to we do have a few sponsors that have bought tables for the event. You can, even now,
we
can
still have room.
So you are welcome to reach out to Kelley or myself if you want to participate in that capacity. It's great to have had everybody be like, what did we do to make this happen? We want to be a part of it. We want to be in the room. Like, this is the exciting part, because you and I can do this stuff all day long, but if we don't have people that are getting excited about it, it's not the same.
Yeah, and really getting excited about this showcase event.
But that's not it.
But that is not it. That is just one day. That is Monday, April 6th.
And then we let you go home and get rest.
Yeah,
so we
then
let you go home and get rest because we got another
full day
coming at you.
Full day coming at you. So for Tuesday, April 7th, we will be changing venues. We'll be going over to Mesa Business Builder at the Studios, 59 East 1st Street, directly across from the library.
Which I am just going to put a shameless plug for Kelley in here, because when that building was repurposed for this use, she basically designed all the design elements, gave it a very wonderful mid-century look that just is fantastic. So kudos to you for that.
Well, thank you. You know, it really was a team. It wasn't just me. So thank you to the entire team. We worked tirelessly to bring this project online. So 17,000 square feet. I'm going to stop there. Otherwise, I'll keep talking.
I was going to say, we can talk about just that for...
Just that.
Yeah.
But it is built to be a technology space to support small businesses and entrepreneurs here in Mesa. Also free to use.
Totally free.
Totally free. From the podcast studio.
And this is what we're talking about. So
multimedia
this
studios.
is the stuff that when we talk about these resources that are available to technopreneurs and entrepreneurs and all of that aren't available in other places, this is the kind of stuff that we're talking about. Yeah. You know, it is physical facilities that you can work in. It is support, financial, well,
through the Small Business Assistance Program, we do free professional advising and consulting.
Yeah, so there's that. I mean, there's all these different little elements that come together and really can support the effort that you're trying to make a business for what you love. And that's what we're here for. Okay.
I like to think that we did some very holistic program planning.
We're just brilliant.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you.
Okay, Tuesday.
So Tuesday at Mesa Business Builder at the Studios, we're going to be kicking off the morning with Jarrett Carlson. He is the founder of AlphaTech. He's going to be talking about scaling smarter, how technology enables sustainable business growth. So we're excited to have Jarrett. I know he's super excited to be here. Longtime Mesa business.
I'm a big fan of Jarrett. Jarrett is fantastic. And he's very enthusiastic, and he's got all the energy in the world, and it's just great to be in the room with him.
Yeah, he's planning to really talk about how IT strategy, cybersecurity, operational alignment, how they really directly impact scalability, profitability, and risk.
He's also the chair of the technology committee.
He is. He is chair of our technology committee as well. So, moving on, after Jarrett, we have Lou Farina. He is an SBBC analyst, but he has a huge background in technology and tech funding. So he's going to be talking about how to look for investor capital, getting the inside scoop, and what are these investors really looking for? Whether we're talking about angel investors, we're talking about VCs, we're talking about private equity, but really understanding, helping our businesses understand when you're ready to ask for this type of funding, and then what are they looking for? What do you need to know?
And these are all, the thing that I love about Tuesday is very interactive.
Yes.
So if you walk in and you have questions about a specific circumstance, like, you can engage these presenters.
Absolutely.
And get answers to the things that are specific to you, all for free.
All for free.
All for free.
But the other thing, too, is that they're so personable, and they are going to take the time to answer your questions, to even engage with you outside of this event. So keep that in mind. Our next speaker will be Jason Benedict. He's the founder of Automation Agency. Very, very exciting company. He's going to be talking about agentic AI in action, 3 strategies to create profit, more growth, and freedom in your business.
So you come out of the Monday speech, right? You come out of the bigger picture thing.
And now you're going to learn tools and
now
tactics.
You're going to actually be like, this is the actual thing I put.
Yes.
This is what I actually do. This is why this event is so fantastic.
Yes.
Is that it shows you the big picture and then gives you the answer.
Then we get into the nitty gritty, the tools and the tactics. Yes, absolutely. Then once again, we're going to take a little bit of a lunch break. Hopefully you'll enjoy downtown Mesa. And we're coming back in the afternoon at 1 o'clock. Prompt engineering for marketers with Meta. So we have a Meta lead trainer who will be coming in. And this training is really designed to help marketers effectively use AI tools to enhance their advertising. So they're going to teach the basics of prompt engineering, including definitions and components, and then apply it to marketing tasks such as drafting promotional emails or creating marketing strategy campaigns.
So shout out to Darlene, because Darlene has done a number of these sessions for the Chamber over the years, and she is fantastic.
And she's coming all the way from New York to join us.
She's just really personable. Like you're gonna want to sit her down and just talk to her after and hang out. It's just gonna be a lot of fun.
And we mentioned Jared Morris earlier, so the founder of Data Tech. He is going to be doing a targeted session for cybersecurity. He wants all businesses to know that you're not too small to be targeted. Yeah. No matter how small or how big you are, the risk is real.
And you know, his superpower is identifying those opportunities. So this is where you get to ask him, I have this router set up in my business, or I have this going on with my data, and he's going to be able to talk to you in real clear terms where your risks are. Mm-hmm.
He's going to help outline a clear framework for strengthening cybersecurity in your business. So again, walking away with tools and with tactics that you can apply right away.
Yep.
Then we're going to be coming back with Meta again, establishing your presence with Meta Business Tools. This is about a 90-minute workshop. It's going to go a little bit longer, but it's really going to take a dive into how to use meta marketing.
So I don't know about a lot of you out there, the listener audience, but we at the Chamber, you know, we assess our audience, we assess how people find us, where they come from, and you know, honestly, Facebook is a massive source of traffic. Yeah. It really is.
Every year when we survey our small business community, their number one social platform is Facebook.
It is.
Followed by Instagram. And Darlene is going to be talking about using Meta Business Tools, particularly as it applies to Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, it's really a good insight into how to really kind of get more out of that resource.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And then we are going to wrap up Tuesday with a local social media influencer. Her name is Aisha Beasley, and she's going to be talking about from content to customers, building a personal brand that drives growth. And the reason it's important, she is an influencer. She has over 100,000 followers on TikTok and on Instagram. So she has made this happen.
So there's a whole sort of rise in the marketing world of the influencer culture and what it means for small business, and a lot of people don't understand how to engage it, they don't understand how to build it, they don't understand how to utilize it. And I think this is a great
I think a lot of people want to be influencers, but they don't really have a strategy.
Or they want to engage an influencer, right? So I want to hire an influencer to influence my brand. So how do I do that, right? This is all that wrapped up so that you can start to understand it and use it to promote your business.
Yeah, and you know, who better to learn from than the experts, the people who've done this successfully. Right. And that's really what we're focused on over these 2 days, is bringing in people that are extremely successful in their areas of expertise.
Because it's just going to be so much fun. It is just going to be a ridiculous amount of fun. Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
So at that point, we're all going to go home. We're going to rest.
Yes.
And then we're going to apply everything that we've learned over these 2 days.
Yes, but we're not done. Because Arizona Tech Week is an entire week of workshops, events, and opportunities for businesses to learn. I mentioned earlier aztechweekmesa.com. You will find the entire week's worth of events that are happening here in Mesa. Just in Mesa on the website aztechweekmesa.com. Yeah. I'm going to keep saying it. So
just say it over and over again.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
how you get drills in, right? You hear it like 5 times. What is it again? aztechweekmesa.com.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, seating is limited. Please register.
Please do
register. And register soon, because I think what we're going to see is we're going to see a big influx in the next minute. At the last minute.
We don't want the last minute stuff, because really, you know, this, just like anything else, right? You know, this type of an event, for it to be successful, for it to show that it's a valuable event in the community, we got to have the response, right? Yep. We got to have the community be like, yes, we want this kind of programming. So, you know, if I can PBS you for just a moment and say, go online, What's the website again?
aztechweekmesa.com.
You can RSVP and you can RSVP granularly. Like you can RSVP for specific things if that's what you're into, or just come for the whole day, which was really what we want. We want everybody to be there for the whole day because there's as much networking opportunity with other individuals. It doesn't matter. You don't have to live in Mesa to come to this, by the way.
That's correct.
I want to make sure that we say that as well.
Yeah.
We're inviting the entire valley to come and be a part of this event. So whether you're here, whether you're in Peoria, whether you're in Flagstaff.
Any business anywhere can benefit from any of these keynotes and workshops.
Come and be a part of this. Just be in the room. That's really what it is. Because, we've worked hard to bring the people that make the difference in the areas that we've identified that have need. We want you in the room to get the benefit of that. That's why we're doing this, right?
Yeah, that's a great point.
What's that website again?
aztechweekmesa.com.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And we're really looking forward to seeing you there. I'll be there all day, both days.
Yeah, me too.
So if you have questions about economic development or any of the other programs and services that we're doing here in Mesa, I will be there to answer those questions.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We will be there.
Bells
on.
We're going to be rocking and rolling. I'm very excited for these 2 days. So now, you missed these 2 days for whatever reason, right? You are forced to travel somewhere for some reason that you can't share. But you missed the 2 days. Just reach out to us.
Absolutely.
Still connect with us. Because
reach out to us, and we're actually going to be videotaping the entirety of Monday.
Yeah, so you'll be able to... I'm not telling you should do this, but in the event that for some reason you're not able to be in the room, whatever, then you can certainly watch some of these online later on. But we want you in the room. We want you in the room because it shows everybody that these are valuable services, that this is something that's important to the community, and that we need to continue to work in this regard to the benefit of the community at large.
Absolutely. So. And remember that relationship component, that face-to-face networking piece, and having that opportunity to network and meet people is so critical for
Plus,
your
Kelley
business.
and I are very entertaining.
We can be.
We can be very entertaining.
Yes.
So if nothing else, if there's no other reason that you come to aztechweekmesa.com, it should just be to see us. I would think.
Okay, now you've given me some big shoes to fill.
I know.
The other thing I did want to point out, one last item, is that we are opening every day at 8 a.m. for networking and registration, and then we're doing that again after the lunch hour. So please come in early, take advantage, sign in, do a little networking before
explore the spaces too. Explore the post, explore the studios. The studios especially. I think there's a lot of the community that doesn't necessarily know all of the resources that are available inside the studios. There's so much available.
So much available.
From computing to green screen to podcasting to video casting. I mean, like it is a massive resource available to you. You can
for free
for your business. So definitely use this as that reason to get in there and see how this resource can serve what you're doing. So. All right, what else you want to talk about?
I think that's all I got for now.
What's that website?
aztechweekmesa.com.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right.
Thanks, Bob.
I'm on my way right over there now. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this edition of the Inside Business Podcast. I have been your host, Bob Nelson, the Director of Communications for the Mesa Chamber of Commerce. Joining me, and thank you for joining me today, Kelley Keffer, Project Manager, City of Mesa Economic Development. We are excited to host you for these 2 days. We're excited to learn more about what you do. We want to meet you. We want to help you get to where you want to be with whatever you're doing. So come and join us. RSVP today at
www.aztechweekmesa.com.
We're going to have to work on that. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
Thanks, everybody.
This has been a Mesa Chamber of Commerce Inside Business Podcast. You can find all podcast episodes at iTunes, Spotify, or your own favorite podcast website. You can also find them online at mesachamber.org. Content of this podcast is copyright the Mesa Chamber of Commerce, unless otherwise noted.